The Amazon Fire Max 11 is one of the best budget tablets on the market. It is equipped with 2 loudspeakers on the top of the tablet with Dolby Atmos support, although may not be as loud as quad speakers, but they get the job done. Fortunately, we do get a proper fingerprint sensor integrated into the power button and a micro SD card slot, which is expandable up to 1 terabyte. The Fire 11 has an 11-inch Full HD IPS display with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels. The display is bright and clear, and it's great for watching videos, playing games, or reading books. Although they may issues outdoors due to the brightness not being sufficient. The display has TÜV Rheinland certifications. For eye comfort, we also have an 8-megapixel rear and front camera capable of 1080p filming, making this tablet suitable for video calls. With 4GB RAM and the MediaTek MT8188J processor running the show. With such respectable Geekbench scores, this tablet will have enough power to handle most tasks, even doing a bit of work while connecting the keyboard case via the pogo pins. Fire 11 Max runs on Fire OS 8. Software from Amazon. Of course, there's a way to install Google Play Store and other apps on the tablet. With its beefy battery capacity, you can expect up to 10 hours of battery life with mixed usage, along with 3 hours of refilling the battery with 15-watt charging. The Max 11 is a wonderful choice for people who want a Vestel tablet at a lower price. The main issue I have with this tablet is the lock screen ads, which even using the fingerprint sensor to access the tablet, you still have to swipe them away before you start using the device, although you can pay a little extra to get them removed. There will be links in the description of all the products mentioned in this video. Buying anything using those links is a wonderful way of supporting the channel. The Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 is another good alternative if you are on a budget. Although it lacks a fingerprint sensor, which the Max 11 has, still has a micro SD card slot available, which is expandable up to 1 terabyte, and finally a headphone jack, which the Fire 11 lacks. The 10.5-inch TFT LCD display with a resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels. This display is plenty bright and perfect for indoor use when watching movies or playing games. It has an 8-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. Both cameras can film up to 1080p resolution. It is powered by an octa-core Unisoc T618 processor with 3GB of RAM. It provides sufficient performance for most users. Of course, you can play games with the A8, but not always at the highest graphics settings. The Tab A8 runs on Android 13 along with Samsung's One UI 5.1. At this point, the A8 has received all its Android updates, which it was promised. If having the latest Android version is a necessity, then look somewhere else. With a 7040 mAh battery capacity, you can expect around 6 hours of usage and less than 3 hours of refilling the battery with 15-watt fast charging. The A8 is a perfect media consumption device. I would not recommend purchasing it to do heavy workloads. Fire Max 11 will be a better choice. The Xiaomi Redmi Pad is another excellent affordable tablet. Unlike the Samsung A8, it has proper quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support and a micro SD card slot, which is expandable up to 1 terabyte, but sadly there is no headphone jack on the Redmi Pad, as well as a fingerprint sensor. It has a 10.6-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 paired with 90 Hz refresh rate. Expect smooth scrolling and animations at a lower price. With 400 nits of brightness, which plenty for indoor use. You can watch Netflix at Full HD playback and 1440p resolution for YouTube. Equipped with an 8-megapixel rear and front-facing camera where both cameras can film up to 1080p resolution, which should suffice for video calls. The Redmi Pad is powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 processor along with 4GB RAM. It delivers satisfactory performance just looking at the Geekbench scores. Tablet runs Android 13 along with Xiaomi's MIUI 14 on top. The Redmi Pad has a large 8000 mAh battery, which should easily last you a full day on a single charge with casual use. If things could not get better, it supports 18-watt fast charging, which should easily refill the tablet in 2 hours or less. The Xiaomi Redmi Pad SE is a good budget tablet. Unlike the Redmi Pad, it does have a headphone jack, micro SD card slot, which is expandable up to 1 terabyte, and quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support. It also has a larger 11-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1200 by 1920 pixels along with 90 Hz refresh rate, which makes the scrolling and animation smooth, and it maxes out at 400 nits of brightness, which is perfect for indoor use. You can watch Netflix at Full HD playback, but YouTube at 1080p, not 1440p like on the Redmi Pad. The 8-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera with 1080p filming capabilities should suffice for your camera needs. Qualcomm's Snapdragon 680 processor with 4GB RAM should provide usable performance for most tasks as we look at Geekbench tests. Of course, games like Asphalt 9 run with no issues. It also runs MIUI 14 with Android 14. It has a large 8000 mAh battery, which should easily last you a full day on a single charge, but sadly, it provides up to 10-watt fast charging, therefore it will take some time to fully refill the battery. The Redmi Pad SE is a good choice for users who are looking for a tablet that can handle basic tasks and some light gaming. The Lenovo Tab M10 Plus 3rd Gen may be the best budget-friendly tablet on the market. It has the headphone jack available, along with the micro SD card slot, which is expandable up to 1 terabyte, and quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support. It has a 10.61-inch, 2K IPS LCD display with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels along with 400 nits of brightness. Videos will look very rich on this affordable display. The display is very sharp and clear with excellent viewing angles. Fortunately, you can stream YouTube videos at 2160p resolution and Netflix at full HD playback resolution. It has an 8-megapixel rear and front camera. Unfortunately, the front camera can film up to 720p resolution only, while the rear can reach 1080p. If cameras are a priority, then look somewhere else. With the mighty MediaTek Helio G80 processor and 4GB of RAM, this combination of hardware is sufficient for most basic tasks such as gaming and taking. Look at the Geekbench scores at half: 1272 points on multi-core and 344 points on single-core. This performance should be sufficient for most users. The M10 Plus runs Android 13 and only has 2 years of security patches left. This tablet does have style support with the Lenovo Precision Pen 2. However, the Precision Pen 2 is not the best styles out there and is significantly weaker than the Samsung S Pen. Therefore, if you want an excellent pen with your tablet, I'll suggest you look somewhere else. The USB-C port, which supports 20-watt charging, can easily refill the 7,700 mAh battery in about 90 minutes. This battery capacity should be able to last you for 7 hours. There will be links to all products mentioned in this video in the description. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you so much for watching.